Honey Solace, Patreon Sage on YouTube. Welcome to my channel. This is a Sacred Union mission reading for the Sacred Union Collective and for the Twin Flame Collective. Those of you who are aware of now being in position to do your mission work, your specific work that you're here to do. Please forgive my coughing and my schnoofing, but I need to do this reading while the energies are current. And some of you probably felt in the last week, the last few days, that the energies, current energies have been so intense because Team Dark is really dialing up. They're in chaos mode. They're in panic mode, and we can see that. The easiest place to look for that is in the political arena. All right. We have Divine Feminine here. We have Divine Masculine here. We do have the Swan card is here. So this is very much a reading for the Sacred Union Collective. Excuse me. All right. For the Divine Feminine, we have in your emotional space, you have a blended energy with your Divine Masculine, a beautiful, watery, connected consciousness, whale and dolphin. So this is very deep, beautiful, wonderful energy, and yeah, here you are in your fluidity, in your watery world of emotions, feeling very comfortable and secure. And also out for you, we have the dragon and the swan. So this is the mirroring that's happening here. This is an example of mirroring with the whale and dolphin energy. And here we have wonderful, powerful, etheric energy of the dragon, who is contributing to the energy of this reading, as well as the beautiful grace of the swan. Now, for the Divine Masculine here, we begin with the Rar card. This is an incredibly wonderful card of creativity and raw power, which I feel is a resonant match for the dragon energy. Though it's coming from a different realm of energetic expression, the way in which dragon energy and which the Rar card operate is very, very close. Now we also have the Guardian of the Gate, and if you've been watching my readings for a while, you know that when I have the Guardian of the Gate showing up with the Swan card, which is my Twin Flame card, this means that we're coming in through a new portal, and there's going to be, again, a process or a transition that we're going through, which I feel we're in right now, so that we can move through the next series of frequencies and DNA clearings that allow us to move through the next gate that is part of our ascension journey. All right, now, also on the Divine Masculine side, we have Penelope Dreamweaver and the Singer of the Chalice. So this is about being connected in the imaginal realm and being connected with an energy flow that's very much aligned with the chalice, the holy grail of insight and unconditional love that is always available from Source, And this is a beautiful energy, again, a blended energy on the masculine side of the reading. So Penelope Dreamweaver is all about creating from the dream time. And we are being called into the dream time now as we're changing timelines and coming through gates. And we're having to bring a kind of a really beautifully matched energy of unconditional love and being able to breathe and imagine not only a new world for us to live in when this one passes away, but also an opportunity to be part of the imagination that co-creates the new world or worlds that we're going to take ourselves into when the 3D construct passes away. Now, none of us know when that moment's going to come, and none of us know what that moment's going to be like, and so there's no point in worrying about it or fretting over it. But if you've watched my last couple of videos, you know that I've been talking about an energy that's being cleared right now, and that is the unforgiven mother. And here, on the divine masculine side, we have the singer of transfiguration, and we have Solace. And Solace is this beautiful divine masculine energy. Remember, my readings are not gender specific. And the singer of transfiguration, in a way, is going to power us up through this gate. And the divine masculine energy is stepping into how he can help transform the unforgiven mother, because she's affected his life as well. So he is here, the divine masculine is here, that energy of electrified, beautiful contribution to new form, waiting for beautiful divine feminine essence to come into that sacred marriage that creates form and brings substance into form. So here we have these two energies working together. Now, on the bottom row, these are the archetypal energies that are contributing to the resolution of the dark feminine, the unforgiven mother process that we are clearing out, and it is coming out of our cellular matrix right now. And we really don't have a choice to go through this next gate. We have come into the time when the voluntary participation is shifting into mandatory participation. So here we have the giveaway, and this is a beautiful image for the divine feminine who is processing the unforgiven mother energy of the curse and the sorcerer, which you've seen in my other readings. Now, what we're giving away is we're giving back to source and to creation the starfire we have retrieved by going through this very intense journey through the, let's just call it energy domain of the unforgiven mother, which is a very, very huge space. It is a galactic issue. And here we are bringing to source our contribution to giving energy that we have of our own original starfire and sharing it with source. And in this process of the giveaway, we're giving away any egoic need that we may have had previously, that this particular energetic dynamic was something that we had to fix, that we were responsible for transforming. We are not. Sip of tea here. So, Divine Feminine, your giveaway, this beautiful energy sharing, is in alignment with the Ra and with the Penelope Dreamweaver and with this feminine energy that is stepping up and retrieving, reclaiming your starfire from the Unforgiven Mother template. So that is what's happening here. Hopefully you can see some of the detail on this giveaway card. And this is what you're working on right now. And if you're in it like I'm in it, you're probably feeling really crappy right now. I am clearing this out at a biological level. And wow, it's intense. Next we have water, and this is the purification. This is, think of this as the water of consciousness that is coming through, aligned with unconditional love that we are finding an opening within us to receive unconditional love. Because if you are tied in with in any way with the dark feminine, the Unforgiven Mother energy, what you're facing right now is the realization that you've never really had the love of a mother, the pure unconditional love of a feminine mother in your life. You've had someone who has probably supported you and put a roof over your head and made sure you had clothing to wear and hopefully enough food to eat. And some of us have not had that. I was fortunate, I had that. But at any rate, we're looking into the water of our souls and we're having to see the truth of this template of the Unforgiven Mother. Now, if you're watching this today, Saturday, it's a little after 2. And at 4, I'm going to be doing a live YouTube around this dynamic of the Unforgiven Mother. We're going to get into it a little bit. And then we'll continue that conversation on Patreon. So here you have the Guardian of the Gate, the Singer of Chalice, and the water of divine consciousness flowing through this dynamic as a purification. All right. Welcome purification in my estimation. Next, we have fire. And this is the pure fire element. This is the divine fire. This is the fire that Solus is holding as part of this purification of both fire and water. Because when we awaken into being able to see and feel and actually take a good look at the Unforgiven Mother, there's a lot of fury and anger and rage and even hatred that comes up, and it all has to be purified. So the Singer of Transfiguration and Solus, the Divine Masculine energy, are holding this portal open of fire to walk through this portal of fire to completely transmute the energy of the Unforgiven mother that's in you. This is not work you are doing for her or for your lineage. If your mother or your grandmother or your feminine lineage on either one of your parents' side is willing to do their own transformational work, they will have the opportunity through purification through water and purification through fire to move this energy out of your physical body structure, your emotional body, your atomic molecular body, and all of your subtle energy bodies, so that you can expand and release that dynamic in your life, in your soul, in your biology. This is a big deal, people, and you're feeling it. I've been talking to many people this week who are women primarily, who are in this, and they're like, what the heck is going on? All right. We're being given the opportunity and the tools. And it's a difficult journey because we have to come out of the habit of recreating it because it's all that we know. Now next we have the Earth Keeper, and this is a beautiful circular transition of you, Divine Feminine, transforming this unforgiven mother energy in you, because if you've had this dynamic in your life as a mother, a teacher, a friend, a sister, it's in you. And so this is a beautiful coming around again to the place where you can safely engage in the 5D and 3D new world, new energies, as an Earth Keeper, because you will have done the purification work. So really, between your giveaway, you have purification of water, purification of fire, and then you are ready to step into this magnificent role as an Earth Keeper. This means how you take care of your home, how you take care of your body. Are you conscious about the way that you're using our Mother Gaia's energy? Are you conscious of whether or not you're trying every way you can to be part of the solution and to show that and offer that up? To give away the things that you don't need, to give away habits and addictions and the use of resources that we have all been taking entirely for granted. We have to give away taking for granted that our Mother Earth will always be here in the form that she's in to be used and abused by us. She's done. And if your consciousness hasn't shifted, then your purification is going to be really, really difficult. And it's even if your consciousness has shifted, it's a very dynamic situation here. So you're going to need to bring in all of your genetics, all of your gifts, all of your talents, so that you can continue to function in a role as a living, breathing Earth Keeper. Now, next we have out the middle world. And this is the actual world that we're living in, that humans are living in. We're in the middle world. You know, many of you will have heard the expression, as above, so below. Well, we're not in either space now. We're in the in-between. And we don't necessarily know how to function in the middle world. We've brought a lot of the lower world up into the middle world with us. I feel that's what these six black birds represent. It's that kind of blight. It's that contamination that can be seen in the corn card that I've shown you. For me, this represents the energy dynamics of black magic that have contaminated the middle world. We need to be able to see that energy for what it is and to respond from a place of responsibility, not from a place of chaos or panic or fear. So I think this is really a wonderful card to help us recognize that as Earth Keepers, we're needing to bring this energy here to clean this unforgiven mother, dark matter. It's not really dark matter, it's more archon energy that's infected our world. AI, technology, running amok, outpacing humans, with the intention of creating a world in which humans no longer serve a purpose. We've been turned into consumers, and those who have turned us into consumers are now turning on us, and they're turning on us with a vengefulness about what great students we have been when it comes to consuming the earth and her resources. So this is what's up right now. All right, now, what is the core energy of the reading? For the divine feminine, it is flow. It is feeling the flow within your own blood. It is feeling the flow of purification happening within you and surrendering to it. And for the divine masculine, we have the energy of completion, which is, for me, the fire that is going to transform the snake that is consuming itself into a circle, back into a circle of life. So this is beautiful. These are the core energies of the reading. We have flow for the divine feminine, and we have completion of the transformational process and structure by the divine masculine. And this is a 9 for those of you who are interested in the numerology. Now, confirmation for some of the other ways in which this core energy is moving within your balanced union. We have the Hierophant, and we have the High Priestess, and then in my terminology of tarot reading, looking at this from Sacred Union, these two are a spiritually matched pair. They are wise. They are able to access information in their own genetics and allow that to come through. They are able to work with their physical bodies. They're able to engage in self-healing and possibly in assisting others with healing of physical, emotional, and mental conditioning and dynamics that can cause depression, frustration. It's a beautiful matched energy here. So this is clarifying what's happening up here between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And then from spirit we have the wheel. And this is about the great turning that is upon us. So this is a beautiful energy here of the divine feminine and the divine masculine in balanced expression as the wheel of time moving forward into a completion of a time cycle. And the time cycle that we're completing right now is an ascension cycle. And this is what we're all surrendering to and what we've all worked so hard for, to be in the flow of the current ascension cycle. Now, one of the dynamics that we have with the process of ascension is understanding the dynamics that changed us from etheric love light beings into dense matter physical beings. And there's lots of history around that. I'll post some posts around places where you can go looking online to understand those dynamics. But the completion is going to be about the time cycle. So I would encourage everyone who is watching the video and getting the energy of this reading to participate as much as you can as a loving earth keeper that is transforming the middle world as much as possible before the completion of the time cycle of ascension. Because this is the energy that we will be offering back to Source when we are no longer bound by a dense physical body, when we have been released from that and not into a nothingness, not into a space of no consciousness, not into a place of not having a sense of ourselves as unique individuals. But this is the grown-up. We're in the grown-up round here, folks. This is what's happening. So be loving, be gentle with yourself. Open yourself up to receiving the love of the universe that is the universe and Source are going to transmute and decide how and in what way the unforgiven mother and the cohort that she belongs to, what will be happening with those energies. That's not our decision. This is a time of being really responsible for ourselves and really getting to know and care for each other and our neighbors, and of being trusting that Gaia, planetary consciousness Gaia, only has the best in mind for us. She would love us to experience the middle world without these 6 dark energies that are contaminating our world. You can think of each one of these birds as representing a vice: greed, envy, jealousy, sloth. Right? It doesn't matter to me how you language this information. Now, when we do and I do the live YouTube at 4, I will be offering you a simple meditation that you can use or discard, entirely up to you, so that you can feel yourself in the ascension, the giveaway, how you're going to give away the parts of you that can't make it through the gate, with the energies of the unforgiven mother operating in your reality. So, for clarification, here we have the call, and here we have some of the angelic realm coming in to support this entire process, and acknowledging that so many human beings embodied right now are answering the call of Source to help with recreating creation. And we don't know what that's going to look like. We don't know what's going to be asked of us, but we're here. Then the next card that came out was this beautiful Ace of Water, the Pearl of Great Price. And I just love how, you know, these two cards of the blended masculine and feminine, it's like you're reaching into the ocean, you're reaching into the sea, you're sending your human caring for all of life into those depths. And you have attained your pearl of great price, which is your consciousness awakened. Okay. And then we have out, next, we have the divine feminine here as the queen of fire. So here we have this beautiful masculine energy, this beautiful queen of fire aligned with the singer of transfiguration and the purifying fire. So this is a very balanced creative process here. Not one to be feared. Okay. So here you are, Queen of Fire. And then we have patience. And the way that patience looks like in this process with the unforgiven mother is to just stop doing anything that gives your starfire away to anyone other than Source. Your starfire is yours and yours alone. It is for you to use to co-create your life. It is not an energy resource for the unforgiven mother to absorb, to steal, to grab, to siphon off. If she hasn't come to the place of doing her own work so that she's able to regenerate or generate starfire on her own, this is not your problem, divine feminine or divine masculine. The unforgiven mother has to become open to healing and transformation. And that is a journey between the unforgiven mother and Source. That is not something that you need to heal, are required to heal, are responsible for healing, or need to experience any guilt or shame or judgment. When you start to withdraw all of your starfire that you have given out generously and or carelessly because you didn't know what it was and you didn't know what it was for. And for many women, this has a lot to do with sexual energy, with sacred sexuality, because in the last 40 years women have been giving their starfire away like nobody's business and not understanding at all what they were doing. Right? This is a time for you to be conscious of that, to pull in your energy and only share your starfire energy in a sacred sexual way when you are absolutely 100% certain that you are loved, cherished, respected, honored, and cared for by the divine masculine. This is the patience right now. So the guidance that I've been getting with this horrific week, I'm someone who's very, very used to being in charge and going and go get it. And hell, I've been my own husband for 22 years because with the unforgiven mother energy running through my life, it was impossible for me to come into a relationship where I was going to experience being loved, cherished, respected, honored, and cared for. Because were I in that kind of relationship, on a subconscious energetic level, the unforgiven mother knows that you would be then sharing your starfire with a partner, and she would not have access to it. So let's just absorb that thought and enjoy that we hopefully have the quality of patience and being willing to let all of that toxicity release, just release from our physical bodies, from our emotional bodies, from our mental bodies, and go back in time, just in your imagination if you need to, and we will be talking about this at 4 o'clock, to be able to go back in time and remember certain events and instances in your life which you probably either may have repressed the memories or you've tried to interpret them in a way that was giving the benefit of the doubt to a mother figure in your life. And right now, the blinders and the band-aids have been ripped off. That's just what's happening. So the more gentle you are able to be with yourself and open to receiving and letting go, and honestly making a commitment now every morning when you wake up to simply state, I will not share any of my starfire with the process of recreating the past. That's a powerful statement. We're all addicted to recreating the past and trying to change it. And where we are now in the ascension process is it is time for us to let that go and allow the new creation to move forward without any of these bits of the past contaminating the new creation. So this is a very powerful moment. It's going to take tremendous self-control. This last 3 days, I've been waking up every day and just sort of recognizing how I was ruminating and ruminating and ruminating. And there's a beautiful journey in understanding your past, understanding the past of the human collective. But we have gone beyond that. That ship has sailed. Our starfire, those of us who have it, need to be in the giveaway that is being returned to Source and to Gaia to co-create a new timeline future for humanity. And I think encountering the unforgiven mother is excuse me, an amazing opportunity, because this immense structure, archetype, is too big. But if we share our starfire wisely with Source and with our greater being, without depleting ourselves, which we are also in the habit of doing, we can be part of how that neutralization of that template takes place. And that's got to be enough for us right now. So join me at 4. We'll talk more about this. The last card out for clarification is the Emperor. This is all the kings the highest understanding in evolution, stability, earth, fire, water, and air, knowing how to use those energies in a beautiful co-creative flow with Source and with Gaia, knowing that we need to ask, knowing that we need to be able to hear the word no, and letting go of something that we think we want, and trusting the wisdom of an entire system of intelligence that knows us so intimately we can't imagine, and loves us so deeply we would fall to our knees if we could actually feel it. I've had that experience of being completely and utterly overwhelmed by the grace and beauty of divine source love. It literally did bring me to my knees. Happened a long time ago, but I have the memory of it in my cells. And maybe you do too. Okay. So trust who you are. Trust this is you, divine feminine and divine masculine, in blended harmony. Ready to honor the transition into the Earth Keeper, renewed, purified, clarified, sanctified. I mean, you know, you use your own language. This is big. This is big. People that I know are confronting core issues that they've struggled with their entire lives. And it's happening, all of it right now. And they're recognizing that there's nowhere for them to run or hide. So what we have out, another bit of guidance, is breathe. This is from Source. And boy, am I appreciating this right now, because as I'm clearing out this dark, unforgiven mother energy from my biology, my lungs, I'm having to really instruct my lungs to stop recreating the past. Because having a chest congestion and cold and flu and upper respiratory infection that's made me very sick has been a lifelong pattern that is associated with the heartbreak of really knowing that from my mother energy, while I received many things for which I am grateful, I did not receive love. And the love that was mimicked and imitated, that was shown to me, was damaging to my siblings. And you may be familiar with that pattern, I don't know. I think that this template is one that we can all recognize when we're willing to unpack it and see it for what it is, and then just breathe through it, not hold on to it, not be afraid of it. So here we are. All right, so that's this reading for right now. Hopefully I will see some of you at 4. I don't know that I've done a YouTube live stream before. Hopefully it's going to work out. I'll know soon enough. Thank you for watching. Be at peace. Be in love. Be in bliss. Be gentle with yourself. And remember who you are in your starfire without the template of the unforgiven mother operating in your life and in your body.